Alright, what's good, Facebook family? Alright, so here's my rundown on Precious. Precious is an absolutely great movie, man. Precious has like a bunch of cussing in it. First off, like Monique was like, we gonna take it to a whole another level. Real talk. Like, whatever you thought that you heard, this was a family movie. That like we going to a whole another level. Like it seriously was a crazy movie. I went there with eight other people. It was ridiculous. We also did have little children in there in the crowds. I would not suggest you bringing your children there. But then again, I think about it, yeah, I do, because most of y'all cuss at y'all children with y'all children more than y'all let the world know. So yeah. Another thing about the movie. Um, so Twilight came out today, and y'all, everybody knows I was like, oh, I'm going to see Twilight. That shit didn't happen. I got there. Twilight was bananas. Like we had people like in the line. Like I'm thinking like, damn, this is the line to get in the movie theater. Nah, this is the line to go see Twilight that happens at 10. The movie was like at 7 or 8. What? And they went in the line for like 7:20 for a movie that starts at 10. Like that's crazy. Like that's bananas out the ass. Alright, so let me see. Monique's in this movie. Monique has a very powerful role. I'm not gonna say too much because the movie is real good, but I'm gonna give you like some background. Monique's in the movie. Monique plays the mean mother, and she is real mean to Precious, of course, as you can see through the things. Precious is stupid. I mean, let's be real. You saw the movie. If you saw the movie, you know I'm coming from. Precious is stupid. She just let shit happen to her. Like, I mean, like it's some stuff that I was like. Like I was saying to my other friends, like it's the difference between discipline your children and like beating your children and then fighting your children. Like if you gonna fight me, like let's go there, put them But if we just go tap that ass, just tap that ass. But don't like I mean she was like crazy, like she was throwing pots at her ass. She was like really like she threw something in the back of her and it was crazy. The movie has a bunch of different tricks and turns and it's crazy. And we go to the classroom and my friend was telling me how like in the movie it's set off to like want you to hate being black, but if you really sit down and analyze it, there's people out there that feel that way, and the reason why is because of how people treat them. And if we think about how we treat people, certain people won't feel like that. Like she was saying how she wish she could, she wish she would die. And it was like, I mean, I could relate to that. Sometimes in my past, I wish, that I could just die because it was like so much going on in my life. And it seemed like everywhere I turned, there's nobody trying to help me. But like in this movie, it does. I fuck with you with that. When they was like, oh yeah, well they make it seem like black people, the dark skinned people are worse than the light skinned people. That's not necessarily, it was just in her case, because when she looked in the mirror, she saw somebody white, because that's what she wanted to be. I may say it too much, but I really didn't, because if you saw the movie, and if you go see the movie, man, like, honestly, it's worth the $8. Only thing that I didn't like about it, at the end, is like, alright, so we go through this whole journey with, Precious, what's her name? Priscilla Seeley. Whatever, Precious. We go through this whole thing with Precious and we just room for her. And then, like, soon as we think she gonna do it, she don't. Then we like, okay, she gonna do it now. She don't. Then like, all right, Precious got it now. She gonna do it. She don't. And then when she finally do it, we like, yes, yeah, Precious. So the cliffhanger that I didn't like at the end was at the end because I was like, yo, Margaret, did you get that shit? Yo, Keita, did you get that shit? Gabby, did you get that shit? Banish, did you get that shit? No. Kyle, did you get that shit? No. Alright, and list goes on, niggas that was at the movie theaters with me. I'm like, I very, very now no shade to the movie. No shade. No throwing no grease at all, as Brian would say. I'm 2 thumbs up. It's a wonderful movie. Great aspects of the movie. Keep you into it. But I'm just like, part 2, maybe. But it was a good movie. So that's my video on Precious for the Facebook people. I haven't seen New Moon yet because this is why the fuck I haven't seen New Moon. I'm not about to sit up in no excuse me. I'm not about to sit in no line for no long time, 2 hours before a movie to go see New Moon. I love New Moon, like I love Twilight, all that. Read the books, wonderful, clap, clap, clap. Vampires coming back. All right, world ended 2012. Right, I'm with it. All right, so I'm with it. I'm not about to sit up here with some 16, 15, 14, 13-year-olds. All made, oh, Edward Cullen. Oh, she's a bitch for going with him. I don't want to hear all that. I go see it next week at Matinee when it's half price versus seeing it tonight when everybody's going to be out there. All these super geek fans out there, like no shade to y'all. You know, you super geeks out there, you know, like, oh, Twilight. And I ain't going to lie because I was like, man, I'm going to see Twilight every time the commercial. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing it. When I got there, I'm like, I ain't seeing this. Cause you can't even enjoy the movie. Like you got like little Christian over here who's 16 who just in love with Edward Cullen just because he's Edward, this vampire bitch. And then we got little Jacob over here who's in love with Bella, and I'm just like, okay, well, what's going on? And they're just gonna be talking and texting and all. And then we got these little kids who just want to go because their big sister and big brothers is going to see it. I was like, nah. And it was like the way that was packed out. Like, no shade. If the people was packed out like that in church, I feel like the world would be a better place. That's just how I feel, when I'm saying, I haven't been to church in a while or whatever. But I'm just saying, if people would go to church, how they go to, church is free. You may have to tithe, $1 here. It depends on what you do. Because I throw $1, no shade. God know my pockets. I'm a struggling college student. Don't give me too much. But, hey, I do what I can. But you go, $8 for a movie, then, they go buy the t-shirts and all that shit. Like, I mean, it's not even they going to see the movie no more. It's like they going to see an epidemic. But I'm going to see New Moon, and I would definitely give you my I hope y'all like my new background, because I'm going to try to do these little video blogs. I've been getting people like, oh, JT, you post so much on Facebook. Maybe you should do a video blog. Maybe so. All right, here's round one. I don't really give a fuck if you like it or not. This is what I have. Excuse me, pardon my French, but it's TV. Well, come internet. Whatever. Alright. Well, that's my view.